Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I'm Patrice and today we are going to be making this. This is the very first one that I've made. I've made several since then and y'all, they're so cute. This is like the latest trendy thing in the crafty world and we're going to be using our embroidery machine. Now others have taken it to another level and used HTV. I like the embroidery version, but that's because I have an embroidery machine. So it is easier for me to get this done. Now we did this as applique. What you want to do is you want to make sure you line it up to the edge so that you can have a nice clean opening. You can cut it out nice and clean and the end of the ribbons are here. Now you don't have to use a bow. This doesn't have to be for Christmas. It can literally be whatever theme you want it to be. So I've seen people use candy canes. I've used a butterfly. So you can use whatever you want to use to create this look. Now what I do like about the embroidery is that the satin stitch along those edges kind of seal it, so you don't have to worry about it unraveling or anything like that. But y'all, this looks so cute and we are about to get started with making this. Alright guys, so we're at our hoop master station and we're getting ready to hoop our mighty hoop. I'm using a 13 by 11 mighty hoop today. And we're using cutaway stabilizer. So I placed the first part of the hoop, and this is the bottom of the hoop, and I placed that. So this part is the back of the hoop. So we're placing it like this, and this tab fits perfectly in this little slot. The next thing I'm going to do is place our stabilizer. Now, generally, you'll place your stabilizer, then you'll tighten it up by closing these flaps. And then you'll place your garment on top. But for this project, we're actually going to be floating the garment. Okay, so we're not really going to be doing it the traditional way. So now we are going to place the top hoop, and you want to make sure that this bracket is on the right side. The one with the U shape is on the side. And then I am just going to go ahead and lock that in place. Okay, our flap flapped out, and then we're going to remove it. Now everything is looking good, and we're going to place this onto the embroidery machine. Okay, now we've made it to our embroidery machine. This is the Ricoma Marquee 2001. It is a 20 needle embroidery machine. If you are interested in this machine, a link will be listed below so that you can get more information. But right now we've already placed the hoop onto the machine and we are going to head to the panel so we can set up our design. All right, so this is the design that we're going to be using today, and it's applique mostly. The antlers are tatami stitches. But we're going to get ready to set this up so that we can stitch it onto our sweatshirt correctly. So the first thing that I want to do is I am going to go to design settings, and I'm actually going to rotate this. So we're going to click rotate, and I'm going to do a 180-degree rotation so that it's almost, well, it is upside down. Okay, because that's how we're going to be placing the sweatshirt on the hoop. We're actually going to float it upside down, because to do this, we would not be able to get that underneath our machine in order to do it correctly. Okay, so we have it at 180 degrees. I'm going to click OK. The next thing I want to do is go ahead and start setting the colors. And we're going to select color. The first color that I'm going to use, I'll use a black stitch, a black thread, so that way I can see it and get the sweatshirt positioned nicely on it. The second stitch is going to be the tack down stitch. So that's the stitch that's actually going to tack our material down, or our sweatshirt down, to the hoop. And so for that one, I want to go with a, we can go with just another, we can either go with the black stitch or we can go with the white. It does not really matter in this case because we're not cutting any fabric. So I'll go ahead and go with a black stitch. Let's go with another black stitch. The third stitch is going to be our antlers, and for the antlers I'm going to use a gold color. So we're going to go with 19. And then for the final satin stitch around the bow, we're going to go with a Let's go with red. How about we go with red? We're going to go with red. So let me go ahead and select our red. That's going to be number 6. And we're going to click save. Now the next thing that I did, and I got off of that screen too quickly, we need to change this from automatic to automatic manual, meaning that it's going to stop each time. Now I really do need it to stop each time so that I can go ahead after the placement stitch, I can put the sweatshirt on, then I can go ahead and tack it down. After the tack down stitch, it's going to change to the antlers, and then for the final stitch, it's going to do the satin border. So I really do need that because there's different things going on. Now after the tack down stitch, I really can change it back to automatic, but for now I need it on automatic manual. And we're going to select save. And then we're pretty much ready. We can go ahead and go into setup mode. And once it's in setup mode, we'll be able to trace it so that we can see how much space this is going to take up. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get ready to trace. And that's just going to give us an outline of where the design is going to stitch. Okay. And it looks like we have a pretty decent sized design. And we are pretty much ready to go. So I'm going to start the first stitch. Okay, as you see, it is upside down. And so the next thing that I want to do is place the sweatshirt on top. All right, guys, so we're going to hoop out our hoop. Now, if you don't have this feature, and even if you're using a single needle machine, you can just take this off of the machine and then place your sweatshirt or whatever it is that you have onto the hoop. It does not have to be on the machine. For today, I'm going to be just keeping everything on the hoop. So what I want to do is, this is actually going to go on the side of the sweatshirt. It's going to go on the side. So what I want to do is, I just want to kind of bring or place the sweatshirt on exactly where I want it to go. Now we're going to have to place this very carefully onto the hoop. And what I'm doing is I'm lining up the bottom of the sweatshirt with the bottom of that stitch that we have. So that way when I get ready to cut it, I will be cutting around the satin stitch. So I'm going to get some tape and tape this down. All right, so I'm going to use a little bit of painter's tape. You can use some pens if that's what you prefer, but I'm just going to use a little bit of painter's tape to tape this down. Once it's tacked down, I don't really have to worry about it, but I do need to watch it as it goes back underneath the machine. Just drop my painter's tape. So I'm going to put a little bit right here because I really want this to go right there at the border. All right, guys, so I have a piece of glitter HTV, and I'm going to peel the carrier sheet from the top, and we're just going to place it on the side. Now, what I would suggest, and when I work on this file a little bit more, I'm going to create another placement stitch so that way I'll be able to see where I should apply the glitter HTV or any applique fabric that I may want to place inside of the ribbon. But for now, since I don't have that set up just yet, I'm going to go ahead and just place a large piece just to cover that entire area. Okay, also now we're going to place the glitter on top. I've removed the carrier sheet. I would generally recommend doing another placement stitch so that you will know exactly where to place your material, whether it's the HTV or fabric, just so that you can stitch it correctly. However, I didn't know exactly the approximate area where I needed to place it, so I was pretty good in that. So now what we're doing is we're doing the tack down stitch and tacking down that glitter HTV into place. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just remove this glitter. And I overdid it with the glitter. That's why I think it's going to be necessary for me to place another placement stitch on top and then do the tack down stitch. So that way I won't waste any material, but I can certainly use this again for the other side. So I'm just going to peel this away just like this. Okay, so I'm just removing the glitter HTV, and all glitter HTV is not the same. Some removes a lot easier than others, but we got it all removed, and now I'm stitching the antlers that are going on top of the bow. Okay, so after we're done with stitching the antlers on top, we are then going to move into the next step, but I do want to make sure that you just double check and make sure that your shirts or sweatshirts or whatever it is that you're doing is not being stitched together. Alright guys, so we're all done with stitching our antlers. The next thing it's going to do is finish this off with a satin stitch around the bow. So we are going to simply just click start and let it go. Alright guys, it is all done, and I am going to remove it from the machine, and this is what it looks like. Now you can put any material you want to put inside, and if you look here, that was not, like, I probably, when I was removing the extra glitter, it kind of lifted up a little bit from underneath the stitches, but for the most part that looks super cute. And you see how this went all the way down to the bottom. That's what I wanted. So we're going to get ready to press this, and then we'll cut. Alright guys, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove the cutaway stabilizer while the heat press is heating up. Alright, so here is the back of our design, and I'm just going to cut away some of these loose threads here. We're going to cut away all this extra stabilizer. So after we press this, we're going to cut this part away, but I want to press it first. Alright guys, so I'm done pressing it, and make sure that you look at whatever recommendations the manufacturer of the material that you're using tells you, and press it at those times and temperatures. Right now I'm cutting the inner part of that bow just so that I could have it look exactly how we want it to look. Be careful that you don't cut the satin stitch, because that satin stitch is going to serve as your border. But look how this looks. This looks so good. I love everything about how this came out. Alright y'all, we are all done, and did this not come out so cute? And wasn't this a lot easier than what you would think it is? It's so cute. I love how this came out. All I have to do now is put something on the front of our sweatshirt, and possibly also do the other side, because this isn't really that big. So I can do the other side and maybe put something like reindeer related on the front and have me another Christmas sweater. So I am going to do that.
but this came out really cute. Again, you can use whatever material you want for the inside. It does not have to be glitter. Well, it does not have to be glitter HTV, but look how that looks, nice and sparkly. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure to head over to Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok and join the Craftable Things communities there as well. We would love to have you. But that's it for today, y'all. Thank you all so very much for watching. Until next time.